One is maybe you don't really like the number it says. And so when you think of health and wellness, you're like, yeah, that's where I need to start with the scale. But if it's difficult for you to read the numbers on the scale because you typically stand up and you bend over, and if you don't have on your glasses or contacts, you can't really read the number. Well, that's where the IdeaWorks Deluxe talking scale comes in. So now you don't need your glasses or your contacts. You don't need to say, does that say 162 or 182? I can't really see the difference in the numbers. This talks to you, and you can turn up the volume up or down or off if you want to, but it gives you the information that you need, which is fantastic. And it does have a 2-person memory, and it holds up to 30 readings, which is fantastic. You do not need an app. You do not need a smartphone. You do not need Wi-Fi or a router. All you need are AAA batteries, and that's it. And what's great is that we've got it for you in these really cool colors in purple or teal at the lowest price that we've ever offered. So let's dive in and give you all the details. And Stella Riches is joining us. Stella and I were having fun before the show talking about the scale, but this scale actually gives you all the information you need.
It really does.
Yeah.
And it keeps you honest. And I was telling Tamara that I lost 30 pounds because I decided at one point, okay, in one day, if I go up a pound, oh my gosh, right? But if you don't check your weight, that could, in a month, be 30 pounds, for real. So you want to have something that keeps you honest, and I love this scale because it's been my best friend in my weight loss journey.
Okay, and the fact is, it's so simple.
Yeah.
It's, first off, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It doesn't look intimidating in any way.
Oh no, it's beautiful, and I want to point out here, it has rounded edges, so, you know, no stubbing of the toes. I mean, it's literally goof-proof. It is a talking scale, so it will say what your weight is, but Tamara said, if you have people, visitors that your mother-in-law is visiting, and you don't want her to know what you weigh, fine. It has where you can literally lower it so nobody hears it.
Nice.
Yeah, but you're right. By the way, when Tamara
Body weight is 134.4 pounds.
What? No, I'm just kidding.
And that's so you can see it.
Yeah.
4 pounds.
You can hear it. It'll say it twice.
Yes.
And then that's that. And now you know.
So here's the thing, okay? As I was listening to Donna's weight and looking at the 22 what? Holy cow. Do you know that really this has never been this low ever?
Lowest price we've ever offered.
I'm like kind of shocked, okay?
Right.
So everybody needs a scale, and the holidays will be coming, right? So you're gonna be feasting out on Thanksgiving. And let's don't even go to Christmas with the cookies and everything.
Well, isn't it funny how you talk about Thanksgiving? We know how much our turkey weighs. I need a 20-pound turkey. Like we know that, but we don't know how much we weigh.
Right.
Or how much we, you know, because for some people it's about gaining weight. Some people it's about losing weight. Some people it's about maintaining their weight.
That's true.
But if you don't know what the number is, how do you do any of that?
34.2
See how
pounds.
accurate that is? And
Body
by the
weight
way,
is
I want to say that when you step on a scale, to your point when you were talking
134.2
about, oh, you need to get your glasses to see what it says. Glasses weigh too. Really, like you don't even know. The rules are, and you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You get up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, you don't do anything, then early in the morning, before coffee, before anything is gone, then you step on the scale.
Yes.
But if you don't have a scale and you don't have an accurate scale and one that holds you accountable, like the IdeaWorks talking scale, this is your new best friend. I'm so excited for you that you're gonna be able to get this at such a value that we've never offered before.
And this is the thing, you also have FlexPay, which makes it $7.66 on any major credit card.
Wow.
You've got the fact that this has a maximum weight capacity of 617 pounds.
That's the highest weight.
Yeah, and I say that because some of you might be saying, well, is it strong enough to hold me?
Yeah, and it's got a nice sturdy base.
Yes.
A nice wide base.
Unlike our tables.
Yeah. Tamara just went for a ride. Yeah. But anyway, you know, what's wonderful about it is everybody does need a scale. And if you have an old scale, the one where you're sitting there and you're going, do you know when you lean forward and you look down, it changes what your number is?
Yes, yes.
I mean, really.
And a lot of times those older ones that aren't, let's say they aren't digital, and then you have to see where the line, where it stops on the line, and you're like...
Sitting there going, what is that?
Yeah, what is that exactly? This tells you exactly, like literally tells you exactly because it's talking
to a tenth of a point, okay?
So good.
Yeah, and by the way, it'll store the 30 measures for you, 30 measures for, say, your husband or your daughter, if you get into kind of a healthy competition where you're going, okay, you know, I lost a pound. Oh
Right.
no, I gained 2.
Yeah.
It just shows you and tracks where you're at. Now, I lost weight. My whole thing was because I'm diabetic. And I mean, the doctor said, if you lose weight, it'll help your blood sugars. And I was like, okay, gotta do it.
That's right.
But what you said, what if somebody is older and they're having trouble keeping their weight on? Wouldn't you want this for your mom or your dad or, you know, grandma, grandpa, because they need every little bit of weight they're keeping on them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And sometimes even some medicines are based off of weight. Even like for my daughter, my child, you know, when I look at, let's say, giving her she has a cold and I have to give her medicine, it's based off of her weight. But if
That's
I
right.
don't know her weight since the last time she went to the doctor, who knows what it could be?
Well, and that's the first thing a doctor does.
Yes.
Again, look at the accuracy that Donna has. So this can be yours today. This is the only show that I have, Tamara.
Okay.
Came in here for you because I heard Fitness Quest and we want to be fit.
Yes, we do. And this is one of the ways it helps us. And this is, like you said, your only show today, lowest price we've ever offered. FlexPay makes it $7 and change. And it's one of those kinds of things that we shouldn't be afraid of the scale. The scale is letting us know maybe how to go about the next decisions we make.
Yes, information is key on everything.
Yes.
You're sitting there counting calories, but you don't know what you weigh. I mean, come on. So if you have an old scale, or if you just want the talking scale, what a great product.
Absolutely.
Really.
And you can see how many we have left. That number, as you can see, it's going backwards because that's how many we have remaining, because a lot of you are ordering this, and either the purple or the teal. The teal is the more popular of the two. We only have about 350 left in teal. So if that's the one you want, go for it. The one you see right there on your screen is charcoal. That one's already gone.
Yeah.
So many of you already jumped in and have picked this up because you recognize now it's easier. Now it's lower profile than a lot of scales used to be.
Yeah, lower profile, wider base.
Matter of fact, let me show
and
you.
up to 600 pounds. So you need to know.
You see that?
It was made and designed in every way, thinking of everyone, whether it's weight loss or weight gain, whether you are a larger person and you need that larger base.
Absolutely. So, you know, larger base, wider feet. You don't have to be kind of uncomfortable when you're doing it. It tells you your weight, and it remembers it, because sometimes we even have selective memory where it's like, oh no, I lost 10 pounds. No, you really lost 8.
But my
you really
clothes
lost
weigh
12.
20 pounds,
Yes.
right? No, be honest with yourself and get the accuracy. Look at that. I'm watching you, Donna. It has been exactly the same. By the way, it's not only pounds, it's also kilograms.
Oh, great.
So if you really, I always say this to people because, you know, some people in Europe want, you know, they come from Europe and they want that. And also, maybe you're going to use this, but a lot of people have an at-home business and they're figuring postage.
Yes,
right? And
that's
you know,
true.
you go to the post office, they're not going to go down to 1/10 of a point. Like, you want to know before you go to the post office so they're not getting you for extra postage.
That's true. You know, I've even put my suitcases on there before I travel to make sure that it's not overweight when I get to. And then they charge you more. There's a lot of reasons to have a scale. One that is reliable. One that you know, obviously you can totally count on because of that reliability, but it's easy to use. You don't have to be computer savvy to use this. So I was saying, you don't need an app, you don't need a router, you don't need a Wi-Fi, you just step on it.
Regular, normal batteries.
AAA batteries, that's all it takes.
Nothing strange, you know, the word app and all that, it's a little much, okay? It's a little old, I'm over it. I don't want an app over
we were trying to take a selfie and Stella's like, which way do I turn the camera?
Like, forget it. You know, but you guys know you want something dependable. You want something that is accurate. And that's why I wanted to bring this to you. And like I said, only show, it's selling through, but get this, because you're going to be glad you did.
I'll tell you this, it shows that there are 619 left, but there are hundreds of you already ordering. So if you can jump on your computer or the HSN app or use that QR code, go ahead and pick this up in either teal, which will go first, fewer than 200 left now in teal, or in the purple.
Purple power, baby.
Yes.
You know, get it in either color because it's really the accuracy of the IdeaWorks talking scale that you want, and everybody does need it. So even at this value, if it's just for you, pick an extra one up for, like I said, your mom, your dad, somebody that you know that really wants to take good care of themselves.
For sure, because you know, clothes can also be deceiving. Sometimes you can tell in your clothes if your clothes start to get tight, but if you wear like loose clothes anyway, then before you realize that you've maybe put on more weight than you wanted,
Body weight
it's there.
is
Look at this.
134.4 pounds.
Look at that.
Body weight is 134.4
It's so precise.
pounds.
The voice is non-judgmental.
She's very nice.
It's
Did you notice?
just the facts.
Just the facts, very calm. She's not like going, what? You went, what? Ow, get off me. She's not saying that.
Nothing.
Yeah, no.
Oh, and again, in case you missed it, this can hold up to 617 pounds. So
Yes.
again, don't look at this and say, oh, that's not strong enough to hold me, or you feel uncomfortable stepping on it.
Oh yeah, wide
So
base.
no worries there.
Good weight on this. Accurate
Yes.
because you have two different things that you can, maybe Tamara wants to go on it, maybe I want to go on it, maybe we're going to have a healthy competition.
Yeah.
It will store 30 different weights for me, 30 different weights for Tamara. So if you and your
Fantastic.
husband are really on, my brother got this. His wife and him, he's probably watching now. My brother got this and he paid a much higher price, but he's not mad at me because he said, you know what, one of the best things that I've ever done, because they both wanted to have a weight loss journey.
Yeah. And this allows them to do that. It keeps you accountable. It keeps you knowledgeable. I'll tell you this. I know that a lot of students just went off to college. Do you remember the freshman 15?
Yeah,
and,
buddy.
And you don't notice it until the kids come home at Christmas time, and it's like, whoa, okay, pizza and beer, right? This is a way for, you know, them to kind of stay on it as well. Because if you don't have a scale, you know what I saw? I was at the grocery store about a month ago, and I saw somebody stand on the big grocery store scale, and I said, oh yeah, there's no way.
No.
Because everybody around can see what
Everybody
that number
goes,
is. Yes, and
right.
it's the big, you know, thing. This is just between you and your scale, you and your IdeaWorks. Okay, I know that there are several hundred of you still ordering. Please go ahead and get it. Teal will go first, then purple, but we're not gonna see you again today, right?
No, ma'am,
So this
because
is
I
your time.
know you're smart shoppers, and I know you're going to take advantage.
Do it, 4 dozen left in teal. 745180 is the item number. Go ahead and get yours and have fun with it. Do not be afraid of the number. Thank
I
you
lost
so much,
30
Stella.
pounds, baby. It kept me accountable.
Love
So
it.
good to see you.
Love it. So good to see you as well. We are going to continue on. If you're saying, wait a minute,